Since the launch of the original Nintendo Switch, Nintendo has done a number of hardware revisions. Sure, you've gotten things such as like going from the original Switch to the Switch OLED, the Switch Lite, now the Switch 2. You also have things like on the original Nintendo Switch, they did a midlife like hardware revision to get you some better battery life. Out of the four main systems though, the original Switch, the Switch Lite, the Switch OLED, and the Switch 2, which are my favorite? My least favorite has to be the original. First and foremost, you can tell that it's tethered here because, well, the battery life on it, pretty crumb-tastic on here. I'm also not a big fan of the Joy-Cons on here as far as what it launched with. I don't like the up, down, left, right on the left Joy-Con. I much prefer, like this one here, I actually went ahead and installed an aftermarket case so that I could actually have a traditional D-pad on here. The built-in kickstand, I mean, this thing is really, really weak. Not a fan of it here. The built-in speakers are terrible. The onboard storage is anemic. Overall, like, I'm glad this exists because we wouldn't have the family without this, but this is definitely my least favorite hardware revision. Up next is going to be the Switch Lite. They definitely did a great thing by replacing the up, down, left, right with a traditional D-pad on the left side here. It's much more comfortable, at least to me, in handheld mode than the original Switch or the Switch OLED. It still doesn't have a great display. That's one of the things I forgot to mention is the built-in display on the original Switch. Not a fan of. It's just not great. It'd be nice if it would have had 128 gigs onboard storage, but it doesn't. No kickstand on here, no TV output on here. I have to put the Switch OLED next just because of the fact that it doesn't play the latest and greatest software. Above and beyond that, it still has the same issues with the Joy-Cons on here. No dedicated D-pad, up, down, left, right. They all have that out of the box, except for the Switch Lite. Dumb, Nintendo. They did improve the kickstand on here. This reminds me of like the Microsoft Surface style kickstand on here. Much better speakers. The OLED display is beautiful. Still not enough onboard storage though. It needed more. My favorite out of all of them right now is legitimately going to be the Switch 2. I don't like the Switch or the Switch OLED in handheld mode. This I actually do, and I've played a lot of handheld mode with this. Great onboard speakers on here. It's not an OLED display. I have trouble seeing a difference between the OLED display and this display. It's actually quite good. Still no D-pad on the left Joy-Con. That's a bummer. No Hall effect sensors. I understand why they had to do that because of the magnetic connection on here. You get 4K output on here in dock mode, 1080p versus 720p on all of the other original Switches. Just some of the reasons why this is my favorite version of the Nintendo Switch. Let me know what's your favorite version down below in the comments.